able to talk and they should be able to hear you. So we'll see how that goes. I just went live right now. I'm gonna let them know in the Discord. I also did a poll over on my channel about what I should play next. I don't know if you saw that. And people, yeah, people. It looks like Splatoon's gonna be the winner.
Oh, Splatoon 3?
Yeah, well, I beat Splatoon 3. I have the DLC in there, that side order DLC.
I haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, me either. I heard it was good. So I wanted to try it out, and then I just got the idea because I completed Donkey Kong. I was like, oh, maybe I could do that on live. Look at that. We already have Gabby in the chat. We got Withered Bonnie in the chat. We're on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, guys. I actually have Raichu on game chat with me right now, so you guys should be able to hear him when he talks.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, they already said who you're talking to. I'm talking to Raichu.
You're getting tore up right now. Mario Kart.
RFO
Let's
already is
just
in the
see.
stream. RFO says, sorry, I can't watch the stream. I have chores to do. That's all good. That's all good. But yeah, we're just going to do some shiny hunting. How long you been on Mario Kart?
We just got on like 3 races ago. So if anybody wants to join up.
Oh, how interesting. They say they can barely hear you. I wonder how that audio gets filtered in. That's interesting. Either way, that's Raichu, who's a mod in the chat. You guys know him. You love him.
Yeah, you probably have to go into like hit the game chat button on the controller and just turn me up manually.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me do that. Let's see what happens. Chat audio. Game volume like all the way down. Let's see what happens. Okay, say something.
Something.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that sounds on the chat. Let's see.
Something.
We'll see. We'll see if.
You guys decked out on Scarlet.
What'd you say?
I said you guys decked out on Scarlet.
Oh yeah, yeah. They said it's not that much better. I wonder what's going on with that audio. I'm not sure how to. Oh, whoops. Not sure how to adjust that.
Yeah, it's probably on my end. You know me.
It could be.
Sure.
It could be, but I hear you pretty good. Like personally, I'll bring the game volume like all the way down. Let's see. Sound settings. Yeah, weird. Whatever. It's really just me and Raichu just chatting. But you know, we still here talking to the actual chat too. You guys see this crazy 3D printed Pokemon Red? This is crazy right next to me. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to start of the race.
We'll see how long it takes to get a shiny. Gabby says another box cutter found today wasn't open luckily. What's going on at Target? Withered Bonnie says, can you stream Minecraft? I could, but I don't have Minecraft, so Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Very curious to see how long it's going to take to get the first shiny one. Sometimes you run up and there's just already a shiny in the bunch.
Did you look and see if they're like easy shinies to spot, or are they like
I
very
didn't even, honestly, I didn't even check, so so we'll see.
I love that when it's like chancy, where you can like barely notice it.
Yeah, some of them are tough. Let's see, we got Butcher in the chat. What's going on, Butcher? Gabby says there was an open one on Friday, 3 days in a row. Box cutters found on the floor, two of which were open. That's crazy. We got Sobble in the chat too. Would you look at that? We actually have one of the starter Pokemon in the chat. That's kind of crazy. Withered Bonnie says, "Can you stream Donkey Kong Bonanza?" I could, but I actually already 100%ed the game, so I'm not gonna go back to Bonanza for quite some time. The Cleavor that I have is shiny. He said 200% the game. What's going on, Igor? How's it going, guys? How's it going? How's everybody's weekend going? We're just shiny hunting. I don't know if you guys saw that there's new mass outbreaks that dropped today. So I'm taking advantage. Right now we're doing the Snorunts. I got to get two of these shiny. I need two of them because it has two different evolutions. And then the Cleavor from Pokemon Arceus, I have a shiny version of here, which is kind of neat. It's just green, like the standard Scyther. So you've been playing Rivals?
Yeah, just trying to level up.
I've been playing too, like here and there, because I was trying to get the storm skin, which I managed to do today. But I still haven't tried out Jean Grey or Phoenix. I don't know what they call her.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
have.
We're having a raid on Friday.
I know. I'm excited. I've been playing like just here and there. It's hard to play because I get on and stream pretty much when I come home, and we haven't streamed Rivals yet. That's a whole different. That's a whole different can of worms. Igor says, "How many shinies did you capture so far?" I haven't captured any. I just started, so you guys are seeing me from the very beginning here. This is my first mass outbreak of the night here. Igor says, "Why don't you stream Rivals?" I don't know. That's a great question. I just haven't. I just haven't yet. Me and Raichu played last season. We played together, but we haven't. We haven't played since actually. Casey's in the chat. What's going on, Casey? Guys, do me a favor if you're just coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live. It does help out a ton, guys. It does help out a ton. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well. I greatly appreciate that. Dang, Kevlar left the chat. Raichu has left the chat, guys. Well, I guess I can go back and put the audio back up, huh? now that he left. Let me bring that to about there. There we go. Whoa, there we go, there we go. My TV's a little bit loud. Raichu said, I just jumped out the chat. My ice machine kicked on from my leg and it's pretty loud. Got it, got it, got it. Guys, can we get some love for Raichu in the chat? Don't forget, he's just coming off of knee surgery. So he needs lots of love, guys. He needs lots of love. Me and B-Raz didn't do, we didn't do a Disneyland stream this weekend. I was hoping during the week that we might have been able to, but it didn't work out this time. Maybe next weekend, guys. I'm surprised Chaotic Aiden hasn't showed up yet. Aiden's a big Pokemon guy. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing, there's a mass outbreak here. And you just have to keep knocking out the same Pokemon over and over. And the more you do, the higher the chances you have of encountering a shiny version of that Pokemon. So for this particular outbreak, it's for Snorrunts. So I need to try and catch 2 of these shiny. We got Spacer in the chat. What's going on? I got to try and catch 2 of these shiny because it has 2 separate evolutions. And Igor says, I hope Lieutenant Surge is taking good care of you. Spacer says, what Pokemon do you have? Spacer, I got a lot of Pokemon. I got too many. I got too many Pokemon. But currently, as I'm grinding for shinies here, I have a Cleavor, Hydrapple, and Archaludon, Maximus, Archaludon. Like, what's going on, Maximus? How you doing? How you doing? And my Cleavor is shiny. So the Cleavor icon that you see in the bottom left is the color that they normally are. But the one that I have is green, like Scyther. You said you think Blade versus Magic is a fair fight. It might be a fair fight, Maximus. It just might be a fair fight. I kind of want to see Blade versus Wolverine. I want to see what that looks like. Raichu says, Surge got me running on a hamster wheel to keep the lights on. Lev's in the chat. What's going on, Lev? We got game 1, 2, 3 in the chat. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'm just shiny hunting Snorrunts right now on Pokemon Scarlet. Game says, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. How about you? Did you have a good weekend? Did you guys all have a good weekend? Do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor. Make sure you like the live, guys. Do me a favor and make sure you like the live if you haven't. Shazam says, sup, yo. What's going on, Shazam? How's it going? I'm just doing some shiny hunting here. I'm trying to take advantage of the mass outbreak they got going on right now. We got what? Is that Malachi in the chat? Igor, that's actually where he's from. Like he actually lives there. Game 123, yes I did. Have a good weekend. Thank you for asking. Of course, game. Lab says, me, Liam, Shazam, Game 123, and Andy were playing Mario Kart World together before we joined the stream. Oh, okay, right on. Who was getting those W's? Was it Game 123 that was racking up the W's? Yeah, I had a feeling Game 123 was getting those W's. Okay, so we did this first spot and so far haven't found a shiny Snorunt. So we're gonna have to move on to the next area. Let me just clear out these remaining few here. Hey, game 123 was racking up the W's. I'm not surprised. He's liable to get some W's. Okay, that's a shame we didn't get any in this first outbreak here. That's okay, that's okay. Just double checking we got them all. Alright, so we'll move on to the next location. We'll move on to the next location here. Spacer says, what was your starter? I always pick the fire starter. That's every game. I always pick the fire starter. Raichu says Hogwarts Legacy looks clean on Switch 2. About to post a pic in the Discord. Right on. I still haven't had the chance to play Hogwarts Legacy. I do want to play it though, but I haven't had the opportunity to play it yet. But yeah, Spacer, my starter of choice was Skeledirge, so every game I always pick the fire starter. That's why I have my Pokemon Red right here next to me. Lev says my starter was Sprigatito. I love cats. That's awesome. Sprigatito's awesome. I kind of don't like this spot because there's a lot of Pokemon that spawn here. It's gonna make it a little bit difficult to get the Snorunts. Okay. Let me see if I can get some of these guys to despawn here. Okay. Or not. Wow. Raichu says, I did Quavaquavel 2. Rarely ever do the fire type myself unless it's Gen 2 and 4. I always do the fire starters. For Pokemon Legends ZA, I already know I'm not going to pick to Pig. I'm going to be picking Totodile. So that's going to be kind of funny. Okay, this is not a great spot. Let's go. We need to grab a different Pokemon out of the box for this. Where's my guy at? There he is. There we go. We got a clean house here. There's too many Pokemon that have spawned. Casey says, Slick Rick on the wall. That's right, Casey. You know Slick Rick? You a fan of hip-hop? I mean, I'm assuming you're a fan of hip-hop. Right directly above me is Nas, Casey. That's Nas up there. Spacer says, "Are you doing good with your recovery, Raichu?" Raichu says, "I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Spacer." Yeah, I was just chatting with Raichu. Raichu says I'm picking Chikorita. Okay, okay. I've been trying to check on Raichu. I hit him up yesterday. I was like, "How you feeling, man?" I want to see this Dragonite right here. I want to see this. I want to see this Dragonite Mega Evolved in Legends ZA. I need to see it. This Dragonite is all the way from Pokemon Black and White 2. Raichu says, if George ruled the world, free Switch 2s for everyone. Oh man. Alright, clearly I gotta send Dragonite in here to clean house. This is not a good spawn. Alpha says, very nice, shiny man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Casey's a hip-hop fan. That's what we like to see. I'm a huge hip-hop fan. I'm a huge hip-hop fan. Casey, what's your top 5 MCs of all time? If you had to pick 5 MCs of all time, what are your top 5? You give me your top 5, I'll give you my top 5. They don't gotta be like in a particular order, just like your 5. Game123 asks, what did you eat today? I ate, I don't know if you guys have had kebabs, but I had Massis kebabs. Big fan of kebabs. I had a beef and chicken kebab. Alpha says, even cooler says it's an older shiny. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, back in the day, you could get a shiny Dratini and a shiny Gibble from Black and White 2. I think if it was you had completed your scene Pokedex. So I actually have both the shiny Dratini, which is a Dragonite now, and that Gibble fully evolved. And I have them both here in this game. But I like to use Dragonite when I'm shiny hunting here, or at least doing these mass outbreaks, just because it's like Dragonite can fly around. It's a little bit faster. Actually, I just realized they might be spawning over there, right? Maybe? Or this is a reach. This is a reach now. Yeah, this section kind of sucks for shiny hunting. Alpha says, correct me if I'm wrong, but Black and White 2 was the gen that came with the Pokewalker, right? The games that specifically came with the Pokewalkers were Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's where the Pokewalker was introduced. It was with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This is pretty rough. I'm debating abandoning this section and moving on to a different area because I don't love how these Snorrunts are spawning here. Casey says Redman, Andre 3000, Method Man, Eminem, DMX, Nas, Lil Wayne, and Pastor Troy. Okay, great list. Great list. For me, you gave me a little bit more than 5. For me, some of my favorite MCs are Nas, Pharoah Monch, Mos Def, Common, Rakim, Jay-Z, Big L, Big Pun, Biggie. That's just a short list. That's a short list. Those are some of the favorites. Spacer says, what's your favorite Pokemon? I think my favorite has always kind of been Articuno. But I do love Dragonite. I do love Charizard. I love Mewtwo. I'm a sucker for those Gen 1 Pokemon. Echo says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm doing well, Echo. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Echo. And Raichu says, Method Man is the GOAT. Echo says, because of the grass outbreaks last week, I got 19 shinies. 19 shinies is serious. Wow. So did you evolve those Pokemon, or what did you end up doing? Because I caught those too. The shinies from the last outbreak. I grabbed those two. Let me show them off here. I got the shiny Blossom here. No. Sorry. Where's it at? Shiny. Yeah, here we go. I got the shiny Vileplume, the shiny Blossom. I randomly caught this Executor, and then I got the Scovillain and Lilligant. I caught both of them. I did this one and this one, and I transferred it to Pokemon Legends Arceus to evolve it. So those were the shinies I caught last week. Vileplume, Blossom, Executor, Scovillain, Lilligant, and Lilligant as well. Raichu says, Say with Lauryn Hill is probably one of my favorite Method Man songs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Casey says, puns goated. R.I.P. That's right, Casey. That's right, Casey. I'm such a massive, massive hip-hop fan. It's really cool to come across people in the chat who love hip-hop as well. I'm like a real serious hip-hop fan, so... What's going on? What's going on with my Dragonite here? Let's switch over to Cleavor. Alpha says, man, I fell out of Scarlet and Violet for like a month, and of course some cool stuff happens. Alpha, you can get right back in. You can hop right back in. Spacer says, favorite Pokemon type? My favorite Pokemon type is the Dragon type. Easily. Easily, that's my favorite. This... You know what? I'm giving up on this section. This section kind of sucks for this. We're going to move on to the next one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to that one. This is taking way too long, because not enough of them are popping up. Yeah, we love Lauryn Hill too. Shout out to the Fugees. Yeah, I'm a big hip hop guy, Casey. Super hip hop. So it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see some hip hop fans in the chat. You're one of. Oh, look at this. Look at. Is this a shiny Hoot Hoot? Guys, this is a shiny Hoot Hoot, isn't it? Get out of here. No way. We just found a shiny Hoot Hoot. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, I got excited, guys. I got excited. I wasn't expecting a shiny Hoot Hoot. I feel like Ash in the anime. What? Wu-Tang, that's right, Casey. I saw Wu-Tang back in May on their tour they're doing, the Final Chamber tour. Shazam says you like jazz. I do. I love jazz. I do love jazz. Alpha says, as soon as I saw the stream, I switched from Arceus. Also happy to see someone else who chose Scarlet. All my homies play Violet. Alpha, I also have Violet as well. You'll see it right here. I have Violet as well. I play both. But Scarlet is my main version. Guys, what are the odds? What are the odds that I would find a shiny Hoot Hoot just like that? That was not what we were doing at all. But we'll take it. We're not complaining about a shiny that wasn't in the cards. But we actually are going after these snore runs, excuse me. That was awesome. That was really awesome. Casey, you listened to the new Raekwon album that came out, the Emperor's New Clothes? I've been listening to that like crazy. I really like it. I also The Slick Rick album I've been listening to a lot. That record Documents with Nas on it is crazy. And then Raichu had said Ghetto Superstar with ODB is another favorite of mine. That was a wonderful, wonderful record. Alpha says, I also ended up getting both, but I love Scarlet's prehistoric vibe. Same. Me too. Me too. All the way. Me too. Chaotic Aiden's in the chat. What's going on, Aiden? What's going on? We're just shiny hunting these mass outbreaks. Casey says it was wild. I bet. Oh, it was awesome. They did every single song you'd want them to do. They ended the night performing Triumph, which was, I mean, that was epic, seeing all of them performing Triumph. I had seen Wu-Tang Clan before. I saw them at Rock the Bells way back in the day. Way, way, way back in the day. But it was fun seeing them again. Raichu says, I got Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield with DLC on the cart. That's right. That's right. You're a lucky guy. You're a lucky guy. I have all those games, but I have the DLC all digital. I don't have them. I don't have the combination carts. Aiden says, funny how everyone hated the Scarlet Paradoxes first until all of Violet Paradoxes were robots. I know. I know. It was kind of funny how the Pokemon ended up being a little bit cooler on Scarlet version too, like the version exclusives. Come on, get out of here. You're not shiny, we're not talking to you. Get away from us. Pokies in the chat, what's going on? Casey, I highly recommend it. Raekwon did his thing. He did drop a good album. And then Ghostface is coming out with Supreme Clientele 2. In August, which we are in August now. Oh my gosh, the year's flying by. So, I love to see hip hop fans in the chat. I feel like I don't have enough hip hop people in the chat. It's cool to see. If you haven't figured it out, my username is A Tribe Called Gaming, which is of course homage to A Tribe Called Quest. They're my favorite hip hop group of all time. So, I love to see hip hop people in the chat. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Raichu says, I lucked out, dude. The Sword and Shield games are like $200 a piece now. Yeah, they're serious. Getting the games with the DLC on the cartridge, that's huge. That's big time. I want to get those Pokemon in the back to despawn. This is like a good problem that the Switch 2 is introduced because of its horsepower. Like all these Pokemon can appear now, but I don't need all those. I need Snorrunts. Guys, do me a favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the live. It does help me out a ton, guys. Don't forget to like the live. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'd really greatly appreciate it. If you've already subscribed, you've already liked the live, then do me a favor. Just hang out in the chat and talk to us. Talk to us. We talk right back. Raichu says, the Switch 2 is too powerful. Thanks, Nintendo. I know. It's kind of a funny complaint. I'm like, there's too many Pokemon on screen. And we're not lagging and playing at 10 frames a second. An unknown Burger has entered the chat. What's going on, Burger? What's going on? Casey says, Quest. That's right, brother. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest is my favorite hip-hop group of all time. So when I made my account, it was only right I paid homage to my favorites. So that's where my account name comes from. A Tribe Called Gaming it's just showing love and homage to A Tribe Called Quest. Okay, here we go. We got a few Snorrunts. Lev says, why are Pokemon streams so boring? Lev, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We're looking for shinies. I'm doing good. Unknown. How are you doing? Doing good. Dude, there's so many Pokemon over there. I don't need all of those. Thought my Dragonite was about to just go crazy. Just run wild over there. Yeah, that's right. We got the burger in the house. We got the burger in the house. Odd Rock is in the chat. They said George left me. Unfortunately, I had to. Me and Pauline had to part ways. We had to part ways. We 100%ed Donkey Kong Bonanza, so it was time. We had a great journey, though. We had a great journey. Unknown says, I'm good. School's a hustle and a nightmare for mathematics homework. Oh my gosh. Chaotic Aiden says, the glitches were funny though. Me and my friends made fun of this one Blissey Terror Raid where when the shield pops up on the dialogue glitches and it just goes Blissey. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. The inside joke was that we had to say Blissey as robotically as possible. That is funny. I didn't run into too many, like, funny glitches, but the thing that I would run into is, like, my game would just randomly crash. Bro, no way. Is this a shiny Houndour? I think it is. I think this is a shiny Houndour, chat. In fact, I'm certain of it. Dude... What is going on? We'll take it. We'll take it. You can knock the Cleavor out. That's fine. That's fine. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got the hard trier in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shazam says, see what happens when you use the King K rule of Meepo. Alpha says, the luck is awesome. It's funny because I'm not looking for a shiny Houndour. This isn't to brag. I already have a shiny Houndoom, so I didn't really need this. I kind of needed a shiny Snorunt. But I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Let me just auto heal the team. Oh, I gotta revive it first. Oh my gosh, bro. There we go. Unknown says, small live streamers is better than big streamers because at least the streamer can read your chats and not spam and get a timeout. That's right. You know, I'm trying my best to talk to everybody in the chat, guys. I make it a point to try and talk to you guys. And to get to know everybody, you know. The Hard Trier says, how's your day? It's going pretty good. I've had a good weekend. Took it easy this weekend. I didn't do anything too crazy. Usually me and B-Raz, we go to Disneyland and we do live streams from Disneyland. But this weekend, we kept it low-key. So it's kind of a relaxing weekend. How about yourself? Did you have a good weekend, Hard Trier? Casey says, nice. And the Hard Trier says, and there's no bots. This is huge, too. We don't want any bots. We just want real people. We want real people. We want authenticity. We want genuine vibes. And you can only get that with real people. And I'm fortunate that I have a group of really cool people like yourself. Everybody in the chat. Shout out to Lev. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Raichu. Shout out to Alpha. Shout out to Unknown. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to Hard Trier. And Warren45. Shout out to Warren45 as well. You said, hello, is this Legend ZA? No, I wish it was. This is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm shiny hunting Snorunts at the moment. But funnily enough, I've captured 2 shiny Pokemon that are not Snorunts. Okay, I might have to send a Dragonite out into the field here for a second. Just erase some of these Pokemon, Dragonite. Just go get rid of some of these. There's too much going on over there. Look at this. Dragon Knight's just running wild. Shazam, I didn't mean to leave you out. Of course, cool people like Shazam. I didn't mean to leave anybody out. I was just reading who was in the chat right there. Unknown says no night bots, no stream labs, no other bots, only real people. That's right. Near Critter says hello again. What's going on, Near Critter? Good to see you. Good to see you. Worm says, oh, I didn't see the bottom. That's okay. That's okay. I'm playing Scarlet and Violet. I'm just shiny hunting because there's some new mass outbreaks. So I'm just trying to take advantage since the outbreaks are at. Kondosh is in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Worm says, yes, this is the best stream you can imagine because there are only nice people. That's right, guys. We love everybody in the chat. Everybody's super cool. Everybody's positive. Everybody's bringing good vibes. And that, for me, has been so fun because I'm still new to streaming. You know, I've only been streaming like about 7 or 8 weeks. So you guys have been awesome. Like, I look forward to streaming and chatting with you guys and playing with you guys when we play like Mario Kart World and Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that. I really look forward to it. You guys are awesome. You guys have made this experience like so much fun for me. And I'm planning to keep going. Like, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna just keep streaming as often as I can. Kondos says I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Where are you going on vacation, Kondos? Where are you going? Worm says, is Oddrock still here? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, it's funny that Unknown mentions the bots in Streamlabs because I'm streaming using Streamlabs. I am streaming on Streamlabs. Near Critter says, where did you get that giant Game Boy Pokemon cartridge? This was a gift from B-Raz. B-Raz got me this a few years ago. And she got it, I believe she got it from Etsy. Jesse's in the chat, says, nice. What's going on, Jesse? How's it going? Odd Rock is still in the chat and always in our hearts. Kondosh is going to Lake Superior. That's awesome. That's exciting. I've never personally been to Lake Superior, but I've heard it's really, really awesome there. You're going to have a great time. Dang, dude. Okay. Just let Dragonite do what it does. Go ahead, go ahead. Take them all out. Go ahead, Dragonite. Let's just keep it rolling here. Yeah, we don't... I'm pretty sure that we don't have bots, which is cool. Everybody's like a real person in the chat, which is... That's awesome. This is so funny. Like, literally, this is like... This is really funny because I just keep spawning all these other Pokemon keep spawning that I don't want. I'm gonna just send Dragonite out again. Let's see if we can clear him up. Game123 says, I am playing the game right now. Right on. Worm says, I hope I see no bots. I hope we don't see bots either. I don't want bots in here. I want real people in here. Near Critter says, where in the US have you been so far? Okay, so I live in California. So I've been all over California. I've been to Nevada, like Las Vegas. I've been to Arizona. I've been to Texas. I've been to New York. I've been to New Jersey. And I've been to North Carolina. I think... Is that everything? Oh, and I've been to Chicago. There we go. I was trying to think if there was another place I've been. So I haven't been to a lot of the U.S., but I've been here. I've been to some places. Jesse says, everything good, love Pokemon, and good chat vibes. That's what I'm talking about, Jesse. That's what I'm talking about. We're just grinding over here. We're trying to get some shiny Pokemon from the mass outbreaks. And we got a good chat in here. We got a really good community. We got a lot of good vibes. Everybody's super friendly, super positive. Everybody just loves games. And that's what I've been really trying to build here with my YouTube channel. I started streaming about 7 or 8 weeks ago, and it's been a lot of fun connecting with all these gamers who are like-minded and just super friendly. Everybody just wants to play. Literally, everybody wants to play. We made a Discord. We have so many people in the Discord. It's like 50 people in the Discord, and everybody's always down to play. Whether it's Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers. I mean, it's awesome. It is just awesome. Game123 says, I'm playing Mario Golf ranked right now. Right on, right on. Pokey's in the chat. What's going on? Raichu says, I love North Carolina. I love North Carolina too. Worm says, I forgot 90% of the Pokemon I know. There's a lot of Pokemon. Okay, we didn't get a shiny Snorunt here either. My goodness. Alright, so let's move on to this middle section. We'll see what happens. Nier says, sorry of the E key. What? Sorry of the E key? It loves to double up all the time, and it doesn't help when oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying for the typos? Raichu says, Game123, I'd play Mario Golf with you sometime. I didn't know you played. Yeah, I think we might have to make like a Mario Sports channel in the Discord too. Pokey says, I'm playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, still trying to get past the last gym. You got this, Pokey. You got this. We believe in you. Worm says, I'm going to go get a drink and I'll be back. All right, Worm. Yeah, we might have to make like a Mario Sports channel in the Discord. That way we could get like a Mario Strikers, probably just all together. We could probably get Mario Strikers, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, all in one there. See, this is more like it. Look at all these Snorunts. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was looking for. The Hard Fire says, playing the Olympics with the chat. I have Mario Golf as well, but I didn't really play it because I didn't have anyone to play with. Looks like we can change that now, huh? Jesse says, do a Terra Raid or a random trade, you might get something good. I do have to do the Terra Raid. They have the Terra Raid event going on right now for those 4 legendary Pokemon. Last week it was the first one, like that snail one, and then right now they have like that snow leopard one. And collectively the Pokemon community has to defeat them 1,000,000 times, and then you can unlock a shiny version of it via mystery gift. So I got to do that. Raichu says, we have a Mario Sports channel. Let's go. Shout out to Raichu. Shout out to Raichu. Near Critter says, I have a binder full of cards that I haven't seen in a few months, and I'm hoping to showcase all of them in the Discord sometime, if that's okay with you. Yeah, you got to show us some of your best Pokemon cards in there. I'll have to find my Pokemon cards from the 90s and put them in there too. Oh, Jesse, I see what you're saying. You were talking to the guy stuck on the gym. Okay, my bad. No, you're good. You're good. You're good, Jesse. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm gonna do a Terra Raid after I do all the outbreak stuff. My guys, if you're just joining me, don't forget to like the live. It does help out a ton. Don't forget to hit like on the live stream if you haven't already. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well, Chad. I would love to see you guys in the next live stream. And if you have a Discord and you like the vibes that we got going on here, you can join the tribe. You can join the Discord by hitting the link in my bio. We would love to have you in there. We have a ton of Pokemon fans in there, Mario fans, Splatoon fans, Zelda fans, you name it. We have a Discord full of gamers in there, so we would love to have you if you're having a good time. The Hard Trier says we're 1 sub away from 920 subscribers. That's huge. That's incredible, guys. We just need one more sub for 920. That's crazy. Wow. Come on. Let's see if we can get one more sub, guys. Let's see if we can get one more sub. I didn't even put a sub goal in the chat. That's crazy. Worm says, I'm actually pretty good at Splatoon 3. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I actually have a poll on my YouTube channel. It's in the community posts tab on my YouTube channel, the posts. I have a poll that I put up asking you guys between what 4 games I should play next on stream. And so far, Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC is winning. So far, it's winning. Game123 says we need to have a Mario Sports channel on Discord. Game, I think Raichu already created it. Emily's in the chat. What's going on, Emily? Good to see you again. Good to see you again, Emily. The Hard Trier says we did it. We hit 920 subs. This is crazy. I can't believe we're at 920. That's crazy. Undefeated the last... Do you mean you defeated them? You defeated the last gen, Pokey? This is taking a long time to find one. I just need one, guys. We just need one. Okay, I don't want the nose pass defeated, but it's okay. We'll take that one out. Hopefully more of them spawned. So-so. Emily says, are you okay? I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Emily. How are you doing? Worm45 says, you think you'll be doing more things with Donkey Kong Bonanza? No, I don't think so. I completed it. I did everything there is to do. I don't think I'll be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza for quite some time. Maybe if they add in DLC, or like how they did with Super Mario Odyssey. Like how they did that balloon mode in Super Mario Odyssey, I'd come back and stream more of it for sure. Jesse says, make a sandwich on top of the shiny boosted odds. See, but I'm trying not to use my my Herba Mystica for this. I'm okay with the current odds. As tedious as this is, I'm okay with it being like this. I'm trying to save that Herba Mystica. Aiden says, if you ever need help with terror raids, I'm here. I'm currently working on some more builds. Oh, I already know. I already know. In the last terror raid, Chaotic Aiden just carried me to victory. I appreciated that. Aiden was a real one for that. Dang, I got excited. This Dragonite flew back. I was like, oh, okay. Is this the first one? And it wasn't. Jesse says, is it good odds? Yeah, it's really good. It's usually pretty quick to find a shiny. I'm actually surprised it's taken this long. And funnily enough, I found 2 other shinies that were not the ones that I was looking for. Favorite shiny from Scarlet and Violet. Oh, was that one right there? No. My favorite shiny from Scarlet and Violet. That's a good question. Let me see. I have the Hydrapple, which is cool. I like that it looks like this. I think that's kind of neat. And then I have Armor Rouge and Cerulege. Wow, Cerulege. Excuse me, shiny. I think these look interesting just because their eyes are different. The Finizen's kind of cool. This one's okay. It might be the Hydrapple that's my favorite. Jesse says I've been spamming defeating the terror raids and stocking up on the Urban Mysticas. I see. Emily says, have you played Donkey Kong Bonanza? Yes, Emily. I completed the entire game on my channel. I live streamed the entire playthrough, and I did everything. I collected all the bananas, all of the fossils, all the clothing, all the music, everything. I did absolutely everything. You said, Cryptic says, do you feel like the game runs better on the Switch too? Yeah, it's night and day. It is night and day. That Pokemon Scarlet and Violet runs like a dream. It runs like it always should have. The game should have been like this when it came out, because this is like flawless. And even more Pokemon spawn. It's like out of control how many spawn. Shazam says, I 100% a DK and I'm still playing it. Yeah, but the thing is like, once I like beat a game, like I'm done with it. I don't really play it again until like years later, or if there's like, for instance, if they were to come out with a new Donkey Kong game, I would probably go back and play Bonanza. But it's gonna be a while. Okay, so we didn't get a shiny Snorunt here. Jesse says, I agree, it's night and day. Emily says, would you recommend the game to me? Absolutely. I absolutely would recommend Donkey Kong Bonanza. If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and you don't have Donkey Kong Bonanza, I would highly, highly, highly recommend Donkey Kong Bonanza. You're going to have a wonderful time playing it. It is a really, really well done game. It's a masterpiece. Jesse says, you can't go 2 feet without bumping into a Pokemon. Oh, I know. I don't even run anymore. I just fly over them because there's too many Pokemon. They're everywhere. It's a good problem. And the final boss was peak, absolutely. Let me just dump these guys in here just in case I get my shiny Snorunts. Raichu says, new DLC, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Bowser's Inside Fury Part 2. That would be funny. That would be really funny. Emily, there's also Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is a really, really great game on the Nintendo Switch 1. And later this month, they're making a Nintendo Switch 2 version of that game, and it's going to have like more to do. There's going to be like a side story that they're adding to it. So look into that too if you like Kirby. Highly recommend Donkey Kong Bonanza and highly recommend Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Really, really good games. Here we go. Back at it. Worm says DLC won't be for another 2 years, probably. It's hard to say, you know. I don't know. Because they didn't do DLC for Mario Odyssey. They just did that little bonus game mode that they added in. I would be okay with that if they added in like a little mode like that. Oh, that's not Snorunt at all. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Here we go. That's more like it. Look at them. They're all grouped up here. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. They're all grouped up. Near Critter says, in my binder, should I start with my EX, GX breaks, first game, different language cards, or my holographic cards. I think you got to start with the whatever the rarest ones are. And Chaotic Aiden says, "Oh hey, new shiny treasure of Ruin Terror Raid." Yeah, it came out at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. I just didn't have the chance to play earlier. Otherwise, I would have hopped on and did that. But I just want to try and knock out these shinies first before I do the Terror Raid. Worm says Donkey Kong Bonanza Nintendo Switch 3 edition plus King K Rules Fury. See, now you're talking. I would play that. I would play that. A lot of Pokemon here. Okay. I don't even know what Snorunt looks like shiny. Shazam says, I'm saying for me, I love Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong too. It was a wonderful game. I don't know if I could go back and play it anytime soon. I need a little break from it because I went hard on that Donkey Kong Bonanza playthrough. I was playing like 5 hours straight every night for days and days. Pokey says it's blue. Okay, thank you for letting me know. So I gotta look out for a blue Snorunt. Raichu tells Near Critter to send a pic of the Pokemon cards in the Discord when they get a chance. Worm says the hard trier, it would probably have an upgrade pack that would be $20 to $30. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Nintendo Switch 3 talk that's crazy because we just got the Switch 2. Playing blank with the chat. No, absolutely. We're gonna do like a Mario Kart stream again. We're gonna do Smash Brothers and all that for sure. But I just wanted to do. I wanted to take advantage of these mass outbreaks to try and get some shinies on stream. Luckily, we already got 2 on stream, which was cool. Not the shinies I was looking for initially, but I'll take them. The more shinies, the better. Nier says to Raichu, I'm currently looking for my first gens. When you find them, we can't wait to see them. Okay. Let's see. Worm says, what if the next DK game has 4K graphics? That would be cool. That would be cool. I'm honestly not a big graphics guy. Graphics are nice. I prefer the gameplay. I want the game to be like fun to play more than anything else. Oh, there we go. We got our first one. Look at that, chat. Look at that. You see it? In the background there, it's blue. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Here we go. Let's go. It looks cool blue. I like this shade of blue that it has. The Hard Trier says, just like Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, switch to edition, 20 extra bucks for better graphics. I pass. Well, it's not just better graphics. You get 60 frames a second, which is a huge upgrade over 30 frames a second on those Zelda games. But I agree, it's still the same game. Worm says, but Zelda, it would be really nice to be able to play a really good game in a really good quality. But yeah, I just want good gameplay. Yeah, gameplay is king for me. Okay, so we got our shiny Snorlax. I do need 2 of them though. That's the only thing. I need 2 of these guys. Am I mistaken? Maybe someone in the chat can tell me. It evolves into Glalie, but then also Frolas. Is Frolas a female-only evolution, or can you have a male Frolas? Does somebody know the answer to that, like off the top of their heads? I was about to Google it, and then I thought, oh, let me ask you guys. You have to get 3 of them in a cone? Brandon, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Brandon. Female only. So I need a female Snorunt now. I have the male Glalie, which is great. And Glalie can be male and female, if I'm correct. But Frolas is female only, so that's going to be a little bit tough. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to do it. I don't know if it'll be on this stream, but at least we got the male one already, so I'll find that female shiny. I have like, what, a full week to find a female shiny one, and every day the mass outbreaks reset, so I'm going to be doing this pretty much every day until I find a female one. Shazam says, are the rare candies in this game like Pokemon Red? Yeah, the rare candies level your Pokemon up in every game, just like in Pokemon Red and Blue. I got one of the 2. And this outbreak is about to end too, so not bad. We were able to get 1 though. I'll take 1 because it was getting kind of crazy there, where I wasn't finding anything for a little while. I don't mind doing this. Now, it would be nice if I just turned around and there was another blue one and it was a female one. That would be awesome, but it's okay. If it doesn't happen tonight, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It is better than nothing, that's right. It's a lot better than nothing. Man, there's so many of them right there, too. I wish there was another one in there. That's okay. Let's take them out. Let's take them out. There we go. This one is Dunzo. That's okay. Worm says, these streams are my entertainment at between midnight and 1 a.m. I'm glad to be entertaining. I'm glad to be of service. We'll just knock out the rest of these as we search around. Anything? No, that's okay. And now the only place left, I think, was that lame spot that I left earlier, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, this one was not. That was not it. But maybe it's better now. Maybe. And I'm gonna fly over there because you never know. We might find like another shiny, like how we found Hoot Hoot. Worm says they're also just entertaining in general. I appreciate that, Worm. I try my best to be interesting and entertaining for you guys. I like to talk to you guys, you know, so especially when we talk about games and stuff, we have a lot of fun. So anything, any shinies here? Shiny coughing? Anything? I will say the only thing I miss from Pokemon Legends Arceus is when a shiny popped up, it would sparkle and then you would hear that sound. So there was like an indicator to know that there was a shiny Pokemon in front of you. Here, you actually really have to look for it. Like, you have to be pretty vigilant. And sometimes it's hard because the shinies aren't immediately obvious. Come on, snore runs. Just straight snore runs. That's all I want. Don't spawn in the water. Don't do that. Don't give me the water spawns. Can they spawn up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Worm says, so I'm trying to get into Pikmin, but it's a whole other game that I have to learn the plot of. Could you give me some tips and info? Yeah, Pikmin is a wonderful series. I would, if you've never played Pikmin before, I would strongly encourage you to start with either Pikmin 3 Deluxe or Pikmin 4. And if you like that game, so if you like 3, let's say you start with 3. If you like 3, go play 4 afterwards. And then only play 1 and 2 if you really, really like Pikmin 1, or excuse me, Pikmin 3 and 4, because Pikmin 1 and 2 are a lot more difficult. They're like harder games than 3 and 4. Not that 3 and 4 are easy games or anything like that. It's just there's a pretty high barrier of entry in terms of like difficulty with those first games. Jesse says, I wish you luck. I just don't like this spawn location. Like, this is a situation where having a sandwich would be ideal, but it's okay. This is just rough. And they don't spawn like what? Can I get them to spawn across from here? Probably not. No. It's kind of cool to see Munchlax, though. And then they spawn right here, like, in the center. Like, what? And right there. Yeah, this is a rough one. Worm says, I've seen gameplay that you're like inside someone's house. Yeah, you're not always inside someone's house for Pikmin 4. That's just one of the levels. It is a lot of fun though. I highly recommend it. I really do. There, you can basically you run around and you have 100 Pikmin with you of different elemental types, like water or fire or lightning, and you use them to solve different puzzles in the game, and then you need to fight enemies and stuff. It's a really good time, and you collect a lot of like real life items, like Raichu is referencing there. He said bring back the Duracell battery. That was a thing in the original Pikmin games where there was like Duracell batteries that you could collect. And like real life, real brand objects, which was kind of cool. The Hard Trier says DK be chilling in the background. You guys see him? You see DK up there? I have them up there. Yeah, this is pretty rough. I don't know, like, maybe I could, like, send Dragonite out into the water and see if we could force these Pokemon to despawn. I don't know, let's see. If not, I'm just gonna do Snorunt's another time. Like, where are they spawning? Is there, like, a ridge up there that I'm not seeing? Like, what is this? This is a bad spawn. Yeah, this one's tough. There's just not enough of them spawn for this to be like optimal, you know? What's going on? What's going on? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Bayam? Bahim? What's going on? What's going on? Worm says, also, what's different from Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 3 Deluxe? Well, you wanna play Pikmin 3 Deluxe. It's just a better game overall. It has like a better resolution over the Wii U version. But also they added in a Captain Olimar storyline into Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Like, there's more to do in Pikmin 3 Deluxe versus Pikmin 3. I highly, highly recommend Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Don't go play the Wii U version. Pokey says, I'm beating up all the Titans. Good work, Pokey, good work. Yeah, this is rough. Like, and what are those guys doing spawning up there? What is going on here? Guys, if you're just joining me, don't forget to like the live. It does help out a ton. If you're watching on your phone, if you're watching on a tablet, you could just double tap your screen and it likes it. Don't forget to like the live. It does help me out a ton. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well, so you can catch me on the next live. I usually stream Monday through Friday, but this weekend I had some extra time, so I've been streaming Saturday and Sunday. So I actually streamed 7 days in a row, guys, which is pretty crazy. Banger's in the chat. What's going on, Banger? How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. You said, I want to get back into Pokemon. Banger, you got to get into Pokemon with us. I love Pokemon. I'm a big time Pokemon guy. I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue back in the day. I play every single mainline Pokemon game that releases. You're already in the right place, bro. Get into Pokemon, you'll have somebody to play with. And not just me, you know our whole community. You know the whole tribe loves Pokemon too, so you'll have a bunch of people to play with. I'm picking up Pokemon Legends ZA day 1, and we're streaming that day 1 too. It's gonna be a great time. Dude, there's no chance of finding snore runs here. This is such a wash. Pokey says greatest game ever. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Pokemon franchise. I don't love like some of the spin-off games, but I try and play them too, just to say that I did it, just to say that I experienced it. Like Pokemon Unite, for instance, or like Pokemon Quest back in the early Switch 1 days. Though I didn't try Pokemon Friends out though, that just released after that that Pokemon Presents. Yeah, this is not. This doesn't look like it's happening. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that Snorunt. This is a little bit rough here. It's a little bit rough. Like we managed to find 2 of them randomly here, but it's like not enough. Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. Yeah, I played Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. I also played Detective Pikachu Returns on the Nintendo Switch. Detective Pikachu on the 3DS, it came with a pack of Pokemon cards back in the day if you bought it from Target, I believe. And I managed to get 3 booster packs. I've never opened them. Worm says, what games do you think they could announce for Mario's 40th besides Mario Maker 3? I really sincerely think that it's just going to be Mario Maker 3. I don't think that they're going to announce like a big sprawling 3D Mario game. I don't see it. I think they would try and time that with the release of the Mario movie, which is the following year, I believe. So I don't think we're going to get like a big 3D Mario announced at the 40th anniversary. But I think you could see something like, I know this kind of sounds lame, but you could maybe see like a new Dr. Mario, kind of like how they did for the Year of Luigi. Banger says, I only have Pokemon Violet. Can we still jam? We absolutely can, Banger. We absolutely can. Scarlet and Violet are compatible. You can play together. You can trade. You can battle. You can do whatever. I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe they do. Maybe they bring back Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but it's like a Switch 2 exclusive edition, and it comes with Mario Galaxy 2, because that was missing in that original collection. Maybe that's something they do. Or they just simply bring out Mario Galaxy 2 as its own thing. And maybe there's a Switch 2 update for Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I don't know. I mean, there's a few things they can do. But I just don't think... I mean, maybe there's like more costumes for Mario that come out in Mario Kart World. I just don't think that it's going to be a 3D Mario. The Hardfire says, I got one and I have a gold coin of a Pokemon. Right on, right on. Raichu says, I just caught a shiny Snorunt. You can have it if you want it. Was it female? And also no, I'm not gonna. I won't take your shiny, bro. I'll grind and do this. I won't do it on stream. I'll do it on my own. Besides, I still have the other ones to go check out. So we got Snorunt, at least one of them. And we finished all those mass outbreaks. So let's move on to the next set of mass outbreaks, which is either at the Blueberry Academy. Yep, there it is. That's our next target. Let's see if there's one that's like isolated on the map that's not going to be around. That could work right there, actually. Worm says, I know this sounds dumb, but I have a weird feeling that a new Paper Mario could come out. Yes. I could see them doing a new Paper Mario. It's been quite some time since we've had Paper Mario and the Origami King. It has been quite some time since that came out, so there's a possibility that we get something like that. I would be into that. I love the Paper Mario series. I don't know about all those gloom over there. I don't really want to deal with glooms. I just want the Cubchoos. Can take the glooms out, that's okay. But I'm looking for Cubchoos. Do we know what the shiny of Cubchoo looks like, chat? Do we know what the shiny of Cubchoo looks like? Because I actually don't know. Okay, let's see. Raichu says it was male. I don't care for the Pokemon, to be honest. I just walked up to a group and it was there. What luck. What luck. You saw me doing this for like an hour and a half and I found one. And then you just walked over and found one. That's awesome. But you should evolve it. Evolve it into Glalie. Jesse was saying in the chat that the shiny of it looks really cool. Guys, do me a favor if you're just joining us. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live. It does help out a ton, guys. It really does help out a ton. Don't forget to hit that like button on the live. The Cubchoo's head turns pink when it's shiny. That's pretty cool. What? I did not know that. We gotta look for a pink head Cubchoo. Raichu says the only shiny I care about is Apom. I hope you can find one. Is that your favorite Pokemon, bro? We got a bunch of them here, right? We got a bunch of them. We got a bunch of them. Let's take them out. See if we can get that shiny to pop up. Kind of a lot of other Pokemon over there that I'm not looking for. That's okay. Raichu says Apom is his favorite Pokemon. Good to know. The Hard Chart says I would be sad if you found every other one but the one you want. Look, if I found other shinies, I wouldn't be mad. I love shiny Pokemon. Trooper's in the chat. What's going on, Trooper? How's it going? Hope you had a good weekend. We're just winding down the weekend here. Shiny hunting on Pokemon Scarlet. Pokey says, I'm trying to hunt for a shiny Koyogo. You mean Kyogre? Trooper says, I love this. I love it too. I'm having fun. So far, I caught a shiny Snorunt, a shiny Houndour, and a shiny Hoot Hoot, which was pretty cool. Okay, well, Dragonite's still going. Where is Dragonite even? What the heck? I don't even know where Dragonite went. It's just still defeating Pokemon. That one weeb is in the chat. What's going on? We're just shiny hunting some Cubchoos here on the stream. Playing some Pokemon Scarlet. We got a couple people playing on their Switches as well. Shiny hunting as well. Like Raichu caught a shiny Snorunt earlier. Trooper says Wild Westinghouse. Is what I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Wild West. Yeah, I'm just playing here. I have a bunch of shiny Pokemon already, but I'm taking advantage of the mass outbreak that they have going on. So I'm trying to get all of the shinies. So last week they did, let me pull it up. Last week they did shinies for Vileplume, Blossom, Scovillain, and Lilligant. That was the last outbreaks last week. So I got all three of them, plus the Legends Arceus shiny variants here. And then I also ran into a shiny Executor, which was kind of cool. So today, I'm doing Snorunt, which I got, and then we have shiny Hoot Hoot that I ran into, and shiny Houndour, which was pretty neat. So now we're going after Cubchoo, and then after that, we're going to be going after this game's pseudo-legendary Baxcalibur's first form. Guys, do me a favor, if you're new to the stream, don't forget to hit the like button on the live. It does help my channel out a ton. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here overall, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We're chasing our sub goal of 930 subscribers, guys. Worm says, all right, I think I'm going to go because it's 1:30 a.m. No worries, Worm. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a great weekend. And we'll catch you on the next stream, Worm. We'll catch you on the next stream, Worm. You have a great night. The Hard Fire says, Worm, it's 2:30 a.m. for me. Oh my gosh. It's 11:30 p.m. for me, guys. That one weeb says, for me, it's like 8:30 a.m. Whoa. Where in the world are you, weeb? I'm here in California in the United States. Worm says, when's the next stream? That's a great question, Worm. I actually have to go to a birthday dinner tomorrow, so I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna get home tomorrow. But when I get home, I'll get on stream. So I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Oh, you're Dutch? That's awesome. I'm half Dutch myself. That's really cool. I don't know anything about Dutch people, though. I don't know anything about Dutch people, though, but I am half Dutch. BM is in the chat and says, this is on the Switch 2, I presume. I'm seeing the performance. Yes, we're playing on the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. The performance is like night and day. It's like a night and day difference between the original Switch one. You can also see how many Pokemon spawn on screen, and it's just buttery smooth. Right now I'm currently taking advantage of the mass outbreaks that they have going on. I'm trying to catch a shiny Cubchoo. Unfortunately, I just ran through all of these in this outbreak, so I gotta move on to the next area. That one weeb says, I'm in my first playthrough on a Switch OLED. Right on. Right on. I love the Switch OLED. It's a wonderful machine. BM says, it's how it should have been all along. I agree 1000%. The game should have released in this state. It should have been 60 frames. It should have been all these Pokemon spawning. But of course, you know, the original Switch, it was aging hardware when Scarlet and Violet came out. Its chipset was based on like 2015 hardware, so you know, it was a demanding game to say the least. So I'm glad they got it right on the Switch 2. What? Plants is in the chat. What's going on, Plants? And then Black Panther's in the chat. What's going on, Black Panther? Good to see you. Good to see you. We'll try this one out over here, across the way here. But yeah, BM, if you have any questions about... What is that down there? Is that a Jinx? Oh, the Doug Trio. If you have any questions about the Switch 2 or any other Switch 1 games and how they perform on the Switch 2, I'd be happy to answer. I have a big-time Switch 1 library, so I have a ton of games. Like literally, I'll just quickly run through them here. This is like, you see, I got to scroll for a while here. So. Plant says, my Mario loves caves. They do love caves, live in caves. Black Panther says, not much. I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey for the second time. Super Mario Odyssey is such a wonderful game. A bona fide classic. That one weeb says, I'm trying to make more random characters, but my art style refuses to not change. What do you mean by that? Like, are you an artist? Like, you draw stuff? Guys, do me a huge favor. If you're new here, don't forget to like the live. It does help out a ton. Don't forget to hit that like button on the live. It does help out a ton. Black Panther says, Mario Odyssey makes me laugh. Plant says, Mario is cozy in these caves. If they try to jump on caves, they will. Nigel's in the chat and says, is it DLC? This particular portion of Scarlet and Violet is DLC. This is the Blueberry Island. But yes, this is DLC. That one weeb says, yes, I draw a lot, but my art style changes too much. Okay. That's cool. What's like your favorite piece of art that you've created recently? Also, it's cool that you're Dutch. I haven't met like another Dutch person. I'm half Dutch personally, but I just don't really know anything about Dutch people. I just so happen to be Dutch. As funny as that is. Plant says, one of my Mario dies in 2020. That one weeb says, don't know. That might be a loaded question because it's hard to, like, what do you pick? You know, what's your favorite? What kind of stuff do you draw? Black Panther says, all right, I'm going to go to bed. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay blessed. All right, Black Panther, it's always good to see you. You have a great rest of your week here as we start the new week. You have a great week. We'll see you on the next stream. Nigel says, how to catch shiny ghost type Pokemon. So if you're just looking for ghost Pokemon in specific, you can make a sandwich that has odds to increase ghost type Pokemon and then shiny increased odds as well. And if you have the shiny charm, and you'll get those shiny Pokemon a lot easier as well. So look up how to get the shiny charm, and then if you don't have it, basically you just have to complete the Pokedex. And then I would look up sandwich recipes that increase the odds of running into ghost-type Pokemon. A lot of Cubchoos here, but no shinies. Nigel says, send me your player ID of Nintendo Switch. Let's play a full battle online. I would, but right now I'm shiny hunting. I'm not trying to battle right now. Maybe another time though. Was that an execute? Yeah. Nier says, I'm back. I'm having tech issues. Welcome back. Hopefully you can get those tech issues resolved. Nigel says, you have anything to trade with me? At the moment, not really. I don't really have anything worth trading. I have just kind of a bunch of junk Pokemon. Raichu says, I want to do a 3v3 battle. I like that better than 6v6 personally. 3v3 is pretty good. Remember in when they introduced 3-on-3 battles back in the day, and then that was very short-lived. Deathslinger Art says, this looks interesting. Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What you're seeing is I'm sending out my Dragonite here to defeat all these Cubchoos in a row. The more Cubchoos you defeat, the more likely you are to run into a shiny version of that Pokemon. So I'm just grinding this for shinies at the moment. On stream so far we found 3 shinies. But we're looking for a shiny Cubchoo. We're getting close. We are getting close. Spacer's back. What's going on, Spacer? It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. We're still over here grinding for shinies. Spacer says, have you always lived in California? Yes. Oh, look at that. There's our shiny Cubchoo right there. I've always lived in California. California born and raised. Look at that. Our first shiny Cubchoo. Let's get it, chat. Critical capture too. We'd love to see it. Done deal. Done deal. And we still have high odds of finding another one at this particular moment. So we'll just keep going. We'll keep going. You said, why does it look like a small mouse? Wingles in the chat. Good to see you, Wingle. We love Wingle. We love Pelipper too. Nigel says, where do I find shiny Pokemon? You can find shiny Pokemon anywhere and everywhere throughout the game, Nigel. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. You have increased odds of finding them if you have a shiny charm. If you want to find, or if you want to know how to get the shiny charm, you have to complete the Pokedex. You see how my Pokedex is filled out? See, I have 400 of 400. You have to get all 400 of those Pokemon, and then you'll be able to get the shiny charm, which increases your odds of finding a shiny Pokemon, Nigel. Spacer says, what has everyone voted for the game that George would stream next? Well, so far it looks like Splatoon 3's DLC, the side order, is winning. So it looks like we might end up doing side order on stream. And just to be clear, that doesn't mean I'm not going to play Mario Kart with you guys or Smash Brothers or all that stuff. We're still going to do all that. But just so I have another single player game to play on stream, I wanted you guys to vote. And it looks like it's going to be the Splatoon 3 side order DLC. Let me go look at that poll, actually. So that poll... Yeah, Splatoon... I have 29 votes on that poll, and Splatoon 3 side order DLC is winning by 52%. And Legend of Zelda is second place, so... We'll, I really wanted to play Pepper Grinder as well, because Pepper Grinder is like a quick game. It's only like 3 hours or so. And I was thinking that I could probably beat the entire game on one stream. I thought that would be kind of cool, but you guys didn't vote for it. You guys, the popular choice is looking like it's going to be Splatoon. Alright, we got that shiny Cubchoo. Just checking these stray ones here that are left over, if any of them are shiny before we head out. Looks like we're good. Now, I could try and catch another one. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet, but I could. The Pokemon that I really want is in Paldea, though. So let's head on over to Paldea. We got to get the shiny pseudo-legendary of this game. Not going to go after one that's in the water, though, or nearby the water. That's a headache. That could work. See if there's one in a better spot. Yeah. Is there another one? They're all near the water. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. That's where we're gonna go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. This is gonna be the shiny pseudo-legendary of this game that evolves into Baxcalibur. I need this. I need this. Let me show you guys. I have a thing with pseudo-legendaries. I like to have the shiny versions of them. Check it out. Let me show you this box. I have the first pseudo-legendary, Dragonite, right? Shiny. And then we have Tyranitar, shiny. Then we have Salamence, shiny. We got Metagross, shiny. Garchomp, shiny. Haxorus, shiny. Dragapult, shiny. Como, shiny. Goodra, the Hisui form, and the original form, shiny. So I need to get Hydreigon, and I need that Baxcalibur as well. So this is a very intentional shiny hunt that I got going on here. I just wanted to get the other ones out of the way before I went after this one. But we got the shiny Snorunt. We got the shiny Cubchoo. So next up, we're after Frigibax. Okay, here we go. We got one right there. Now, I don't know what this shiny form looks like, so it's going to be a little bit tough. This is a lot of Pokemon here. I'll just send Dragonite out in there to see if we can defeat these guys. Get them out of the way. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like button on the live and subscribe as well. We're just 5 subscribers away from our sub goal of 930 subscribers. So don't forget to hit that like button on the live. It does help out a ton, guys. Like the live and subscribe to the channel. And if you like what we got going on here, you can join my Discord by hitting the link in my YouTube bio. There's a link in my YouTube bio to join the Discord. We would love to have you in there. We got over 50 people in that Discord. We'd love to have you join. Dang. This is... Can they spawn, like, on the mountain up here, or no? No. Okay, that's fine. Can I get some respawns here? Eh. Typically, I wouldn't have Dragonite run wild like that, but it's okay. It's okay to clear out some of these Pokemon that I don't want. Remember, I want the Frigibax. There we go. So now we got a few of them to spawn. This is what I wanted. The Hard Trier says 5 more subs from 930. That's right, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that sub button. We're just 5 subscribers away from our sub goal of 930. Just 5, guys. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Like the live if you haven't already. And if you want to join the Discord, you can. You can hit the link in my bio to join my Discord. And if you want to hang out with me outside of YouTube and outside of Discord, you can find my social media links everywhere in my bio. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on everything. So all of those are linked in my bio. What is this? No, I don't want Graveyard. No, thank you. Not interested in Graveyard. Frigibax. Come on, come on, come on. But you guys see how I had to clear out a bunch of those Pokemon to get these Frigibax to spawn? This was kind of the issue I was having with Snorunt earlier on, that initial Snorunt that I was searching for. It was tough because like I kept getting water spawns. Okay, let's see if we can get more of these guys here. Kind of like awkward positioning here. It's okay, we're just going to let the Dragonite run wild a little bit. It's okay. We're going to let Dragonite take out all these Pokemon so we can get more Frigibax spawns. Go ahead, Dragonite. Take them all out over there. Take them all out. Graveyard over there and all that. Or not. Or it'll just stop. That's okay, too. The Hard Trier says, let's spam stars in the chat for good luck. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I need all that good energy, guys. I need all that good energy. Is that a Frigibax down there? What is that? That's a Rufflet, okay. Now, I don't know what Frigibax looks like when it's shiny, so this is kind of tough, too. Lots of ghost Pokemon there. Appreciate that star. I appreciate that star, the hard trier. Do appreciate that. Oh, we found a shiny. There it is. Let's go get him. Oh, cool. Color doesn't look too different. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Let's go ahead and catch this bad boy. And it's a critical capture. Done deal. Done deal. Let's go. Let's take a look at this little guy. Yeah, hard trier, you were good luck. You were big time good luck there. Color's like a little different. It looks kind of teal almost. And it has the uncommon mark. I'll take that. Well, why stop now when I could have multiple shiny Frigibaxes? I'm definitely not opposed to catching another one. I'm just going to let Dragonite go a little crazy here again. Take out all these Pokemon. But that's awesome. You guys, it took me what? Just under 2 hours to catch all 3 shinies that are in the mass outbreaks for this event. Frigibax, Cubchoo, and Snorunt. It took me just under 2 hours to get all 3 of them. And then I was able to also get a shiny Hoot Hoot and a shiny Houndour, which was pretty cool. We weren't looking for that, but we were able to get them. But I'm going to see this outbreak through to the end and see if we can manage to catch another one. That would be huge. That would be huge. Okay, well, Dragonite, my goodness, you're just going all the way up there, huh? We'll let Dragonite do its work over there. Nier says I gotta go. It's getting late for me. I got the photo in the Discord, but it's a terrible photo. If you want to take a look, you can hope to see you tomorrow. All right, you got it. I'll make sure I check that picture out, Nier. Thanks for sending that out. We'll check it out. And I'll see you on the next stream, Nier. You have a great rest of your night. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Thanks for hanging out as always. We'll see you on the next stream. And for the rest of you guys, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button on the live. It does help out. And don't forget to like the live as well. We're just 5 subscribers away from our sub goal of 930 subscribers, guys. Your Dragonite going wild again? It sure is. Dragonite's got a mind of its own. Look at this. My goodness. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need it probably to go crazy there too. B-Raz is in the chat. What's going on? We got our lovely moderator B-Raz in the chat. And B-Raz, remind them what we're doing when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Remind them what we're doing when we get to 1,000 subscribers, B-Raz. And she's shouting out the Pokemon Red cartridge, which is awesome. You know I had to do it. You know I had to put it here, B-Raz. B-Raz, we're just 5 subscribers away from 930 subscribers. So remind the people, what are we doing when we get to 1,000 subscribers? There are not many Frigibaxes left from the original outbreak. B-Raz says, Universal Studios Hollywood Super Nintendo World giveaway when we reach 1,000 subscribers. That's right, guys. We're going to do a giveaway from Universal Studios Hollywood Super Nintendo World. And my boy Fable is in the chat. What's going on, Fable? I saw that you got to 1,000 subscribers. My boy Fable. Shout out to Fable in the chat. My boy Fable got to 1,000 subscribers just the other day. Big congrats and big love and big shout out to you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Lev says B-Raz. Yo, B-Raz is in the chat. And the Hard Trier says, let's get the people subscribed. Fable, I'm just 5 subscribers away from 930. I'm no big shot like Fable, who's already crossed over 1,000. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm playing some Pokemon Scarlet right now. And I'm shiny hunting Frigibaxes. Fable says, how you doing, gangsters? Thank you, bro. It does feel surreal, to be honest. No, I'm so happy for you, man. You deserve it, bro. I've been seeing you day in and day out. You're grinding. You're on that YouTube live grind, bro. I've been seeing you, man. I've been trying to pop in when I see you, you know, because of our time zones. It's a little tough, man. It's a little tough to, you know, to catch you on live, but whenever I see you pop up, I do my best to hop in there and hang out. It's a lot of fun seeing your growth, man. You said, nah, stop it, bro. Don't gas me. Nah, bro, you're up, bro. You're up. You're winning. You crossed the 1,000 threshold. I love that, man. Really proud of you, man. It takes a lot of effort to do that. It's a lot of hours, a lot of being hyper consistent, locking in, you know. Trust me, I know. I'm doing this right alongside you, so it's awesome to see you get to 1,000, bro. I'm on my way too. I'm about 5 subscribers away from 1,000. So, or excuse me, from 930. So I'm about 75 away from 1,000. So I'm on my way. I'm working my way there, working my way up there. And as our lovely moderator has reminded everyone in the chat, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway from Super Nintendo World. So make sure you subscribe and join the Discord if you're not in the Discord already. You got to be in the Discord to be eligible for that giveaway, by the way. Look at that. We got our shiny Frigibax, which was huge, 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 huge. We got it pretty early. I might pop over there and see if we can get a second one. Just because it's always good to have a few more shinies. Can't just stop at one, you know. You can't just stop at one. The Hard Trier says we have 925 subs. That's right. We're 5 away from 930. Is that a figure? Oh, it is. Whoa, why am I sliding? Wait, are they supposed to spawn here? B-Raz says, in order to qualify for the giveaway, join the Discord linked in my bio and subscribe, guys. And don't forget to like this live as well. And the Hard Trier says we actually have 926 subs, guys. So we're just 4 away from 930. That's huge. Shout out to each and every one of you who subscribed. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Fable says, which Pokemon game is this? It looks lit, I can't lie. This is Pokemon Scarlet. This is the most recent in the series. This is Scarlet and Violet. But particularly, this is Scarlet version. It looks like this. This is the box art right here, Pokemon Scarlet. And then this is what Violet looks like. So this is the most recent mainline Pokemon game. This is Generation 9. Pokemon Red and Blue right here. This was Generation 1. So this is the most recent mainline Pokemon game that released. What I'm doing right now, Fable, is I have to defeat the same Pokemon over and over. This Frigibax here. And the more of them that I defeat, the more likely I am to find a shiny one. I already did find one right here. I captured it. But I'm looking to see if I can get another one. What's going on? And Frigibax, if you didn't know, is like this game's Dragonite. So, if you remember Dragonite from back in the day, this guy, I have a shiny one, which he's all green, which is cool. In this game, oh, there's a shiny one right there, just as I was explaining it. Would you look at that? In this game, Frigibax is the equivalent of Dragonite from back in the day. So let's catch this guy. There it is, another shiny one. And this one's a female. There we go. You said, what are your thoughts on it, bro? I absolutely love Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think it's a lot of fun, dude. It's like a big open world Pokemon game. And, you know, it's kind of what we always wanted when we were a kid. When we were kids, I should say. But they did a good job with it. Initially, when it came out on the Switch 1, the performance of it was kind of really bad. But here on the Switch 2, it runs beautifully. It runs beautifully. Good work, Raichu. Good work. So one of the cool things about this Fable is it's a big open world, and you can go anywhere in the map you want from the very beginning of the game. You don't have to have any HMs. You don't have to do any of that business. You can go anywhere and everywhere. And one of the cool things about it is you can take the gym leaders on in any order that you'd like to as well. So it's a really fun game. If you ever do play it, I highly recommend that you play it on a Nintendo Switch 2, not the original Switch 1. It doesn't perform that well there. And shout out to Raichu for defeating that Terror Raid already. I haven't even attempted it yet. I've been so busy trying to shiny hunt here. I got kind of lost in the sauce. That's kind of like... Come on, Dragonite. Take them all out up there. Just turn around and take the other one out. Take them all out. They're just like in an annoying placement up there. It's hard to get them. Look at this Glalie running after me. Get away from me, bro. There we go. Guys, if you're just now joining me, don't forget to like the live. It does help out a ton. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out a ton. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well. We're just 4 away. We're just 4 subscribers away from 930. And Matt Creates and Games says, man, this game is so good. I've beat it. Yeah, so have I. I really love this game. It's really so much better on the Nintendo Switch 2, though. But I 100%ed this game on the original Switch hardware, so... And I can prove it. Look at my Pokedex. I have all the Pokemon captured. We got all of them. I did all of this on the original Switch. I didn't do it on the Switch 2. So now it's like a reward that I get to play this game in 60 frames a second on the Switch 2. And shiny hunting is easier than it's ever been. We'll see if we have one more shiny Frigibax in us here. We'll see if we have one more. That would be awesome if we did. Dylan is in the chat. What's going on, Dylan? Dylan said facts. Yeah, it is kind of like I had to put up with the nonsense of the original Switch 1's hardware and really, really bad performance issues. And now it's so easy. It's like comically easy. Come on, Dragonite. Help me out here, Dragonite. Can you just fly over there and take him out? You can't. Okay. No worries. Dylan says, I feel like a lot more Pokemon spawn in at the time. Yes. It's like dramatically, there's a lot more Pokemon now. Which is what I was saying, that it's even easier to shiny hunt now because there's even more Pokemon on screen now. And Fable says, I just noticed the cartridge VRAS mentioned earlier. I don't know how, I didn't see it the entire time, but that thing is massive. It's literally right there. Yeah. Fable, I always try and have a prop next to me for whatever game it is I'm playing. If you notice, when I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, I had the Donkey Kong bongos next to me. And then when I was playing Mario Kart, I had the Mario Kart statue next to me. I try and have a prop next to me. I think it's kind of fun. Just something, a cool conversation piece with the chat, you know. The Hard Trier says 927 subs. Guys, we are just 3 subs away from 930. If you're one of the homies that's in here, that's in the chat, and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and like the live as well. It really does help out a ton. It really does help out a ton. We're on a quest to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we are 73 subscribers away. So we tackle this 10 subscribers at a time. So we're just 3 away from 930. So if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I would really greatly appreciate it. Come on, Dragonite. Yeah, let's go. Any more? We might be at the end of our rope here with this Frigibax. But I already got 2 of them, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling. We might have to evolve it all the way up to Baxcalibur on stream. We might have to do that. That feels necessary. What do you think, chat? Should we evolve this shiny Frigibax into Baxcalibur right here on stream? Dylan says, are the encounters still cut in half if you play in a union circle? That, I don't know. I have not played online, like in a union circle, since probably the first month, since Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. Actually, no. Excuse me. I did all of the DLC stuff in the Union Circle on the Switch 1, so I don't know. I haven't tried it since the Switch 2 came out, I should say. I did do all that Union Circle stuff for the DLCs, like how you had to go in the Blueberry Academy, and then that's how you caught all these legendaries. You know these ones. These guys did all these legendaries that you had to find throughout the world. Literally all of them. I went and I did everything. This was a huge grind to get all of this stuff. But I haven't done a Union Circle since the Switch 2 came out, so I don't have a full answer to that. So my apologies. If I had to guess, I would assume the encounters are increased in the Union Circle as well. It might be not as high as what this solo encounter rate is, but it's probably higher than what it was. Because they definitely increased the encounters. Like, this is a lot of Pokemon on screen. Like, I mean, this is really, seriously, it's a lot. There's even Pokemon down there. If I go over to that lag lake, you'll see too, like, it's ridiculous how many Pokemon there are on screen. I'm just gonna close out this Frigibax. Yeah, the outbreak just dispensed. Let me see if there's any lingering shinies before I walk out of here. I'll go to that lag lake though, so you can see how really seriously improved the encounters are. Yeah, okay, let me go do that. You know the lag lake, you know the one. The one and only Casseroya Lake. The amount of Pokemon that we're about to see on screen, guys, this is outrageous. Look at this. Like, what? Already it's ridiculous. Look at the Dragonair. And in the past, you couldn't do this, like what I'm doing and swimming around and it's not lagging. Like, you just couldn't do this. Trooper says, I can't be the only one who wants Mario in the caves. I'm not sure what that means, Trooper. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, this is just insanity. It's finally possible to shiny hunt here in the lake. Before, it was a nightmare. If there was anything happening in the lake, shiny hunting wise, like mass outbreak wise, I just ignored it. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, this is just really the amount of Pokemon everywhere, and the Pokemon here, and they're still in the water. I mean, this is great. It'd be great if I just randomly came across a shiny here. I don't think I will, but it would be cool if I did. It's a Ditto? That's funny. Alright guys, we're gonna evolve this Frigibax right now on stream. This is very necessary. Let's give him a few... Wait, which one is which? Okay, yeah. Let's give him a few candies here. There we go. Arctibax, there you go. And we'll push this all the way to its final evolution here, Baxcalibur. There it is. Not bad, not bad. Now, I kind of want to compare this with like a regular Baxcalibur so we can see what the difference is between the two. It's very, very minimal. So this is the original colorway, and then this is the shiny. It's like more muted in terms of colors. But either way, happy to have it. Another shiny pseudo in the collection. We'll take that. Take that all day. Aubrey's in the chat. What's going on, Aubrey? I think we're gonna put Cleavor back. And then could evolve these guys. Is Cubchoo just... Do you have to give Cubchoo a stone? I don't remember. No, I guess it just evolves, right? Lame says, I recommend you watch Squid Game. I have seen Squid Game. I haven't seen season 3 though. The song will play over and over in my head now. Look, I'm gonna go away from the Pokemon Center, don't worry. Let's see, Beartic, shiny Beartic. Okay, it kind of has like a pink hue. Interesting. Okay. Take that. We'll take that. And then the other one was Snorunt, who evolves into Glalie here. I think this one does need the Ice Stone. Lame Aubrey says my favorite game in Squid Game is Mingle. Right on. Squid Game's fun. It's a good show. I haven't seen the 3rd season though, so gotta make sure I catch up. Oh no, it doesn't. I thought it did. I thought you needed an Ice Stone. I guess not. I guess just a rare candy then, huh? Yep, there it is. Shiny Glalie. Oh, shiny Glalie looks cool with the red eyes. That's cool. I don't know, Raichu, if you're still in the chat, you might need to evolve that Snorunt, bro. Whoa. Red eye Glalie, that's tight. I'm gonna release these Ditto. I don't need these. This is my shiny box. I need to get rid of these guys. They're just in the way. Okay, so we're gonna put Glalie in there. We're gonna put Baxcalibur in there, and we're gonna put Beartic in there. And then I have these guys too to still work on. So we're good. We're good on shinies. Shade says there's a 3rd season, man. I'm out of date. It's okay, Shade. I haven't seen it yet. Raichu says I'm still here. Raichu, did you see the shiny Glalie, bro, with red eyes? This is tight. This is tight. Shade says you can't believe you found Red Eyes Blue Dragon. The Heart Trier says he looks like he didn't get coffee in the morning. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it looks really good. And remember, Glalie has a Mega form, so we could see what this shiny Glalie looks like in Pokemon Legends ZA. This looks sick. Beartic's kind of lame. It has like a pink hue, which is cool, but I thought it would be a little more dramatic. And Baxcalibur was kind of lame too. But Glalie, this is a cool shiny. Lilligant, it's like okay, shinies. This is okay. I like Blossom. I think Blossom looks cool. Executor is kind of neat. Scyther's a lame shiny. This is totally lame. But Scizor being green is cool. Green Scizor is kind of cool. And then green Cleavor is cool. Lapras is a cool shiny too. Not even gonna lie. Now Porygon's a really cool shiny. These Porygon shinies are really cool. They're very, very cool. Also, the Applin family here, Flapple, Appleton, and Hydrapple. This is the shiny Hydrapple right here. And then the Poliwrath, Poliwhirl, Poliwag. I have to evolve this one into Politoed. Finizen is cool too. Shade says one day my shiny Arceus will happen. Bro, it's gonna happen. You gotta be tenacious, man. You gotta just stick to it. That's the only way. I have an absurd amount of shinies at this point. What's going on here? Oh, okay, that's just a standard one. Do I have a shiny Diplin? I think I do, right? There was a shiny Diplin in there, right? What the heck? Oh, well, Diplin evolves in the Hydrapple. That's what it is, right? So I just probably didn't... I don't think I kept that form. Then I have a bunch of shiny... I have like a shiny Charmander. Squirtle. Voltorb looks cool. Doduo. Meowth. Porygons. Lapras. Jiggly with the green eyes. Jiggly with the green eyes is cool. Oh, you have a shiny Alolan Executor? That's pretty tight. I want a shiny Alolan Executor. Shiny Totodile. Whoopers. Delibird. Sceptile. Froakie. Litwick. And Spiritomb. Brody says top 3 shinies? Is that what you're asking me? I'm assuming. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I do have quite a few shinies here. This is kind of outrageous. You said, trade me one of your doubles for it if you want. Look at this. Shiny Raichu? How about that, Raichu? A shiny Raichu for Raichu? Whew. Top 3 shinies? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I am personally... I'm personally really into shiny Charizard. I mean, of course, right? He just looks so cool. I mean, he's got to be in that conversation. I think Hisuian Bravery is a top shiny for me. Dylan says, "Ooh, I don't have that. I don't even know what that looks like. I had to check that out." I'm thinking about what my favorite shinies are. Charizard is definitely up there. Like, immediately I'm going to put Charizard in that conversation. What else is good? What other shinies are really good? I think this I don't know if this is like my favorite, but the shiny Metagross is pretty cool. Just like a solid. Haxorus is pretty cool too. Raichu says I like shiny Togepi. Me too. Shiny Togepi is nice. I also have the shiny legendary beasts, which are cool. Gyarados. Gyarados is in that top 3. 1000%. Oh my god. Okay. Shiny Charizard, shiny Gyarados, and give me one more. I need one more. I need one more. Plant says, do you like Donkey Kong on the Game Boy that released in 1994? Yes, I love it. It's a wonderful game. Really, really great game. Shade says, Shiny Haxor is the best for me. And Shade says that Shiny Totem Pole Pokemon looked pretty cool. Yes, really awesome. Shiny Lucario. Yeah, I have Shiny Lucario. It's like just yellow. Where is it? I do have it. Oh, it's probably towards the back. You know what? This is kind of maybe a random choice, but I always really liked how shiny Alolan Raichu looked. This, I don't know if I would put it in my top 3, but I've always liked how it looked. And then I have the shiny Golden Go, which is, I mean, this is a thing that exists. This is like a lame shiny. You got a shiny Garbodor? I do not have a shiny Garbodor. Oh, Dylan said Rayquaza. Yes. Rayquaza is the answer. So shiny Charizard, Gyarados, and Rayquaza. That would be my top 3. That would be my top 3. Rayquaza looks sick, shiny. The black one right here. Yeah, dude. That's the answer. Shiny Umbreon's also really good. Shiny Umbreon's also really good. I just don't have it, but it is really good. I also have a shiny Ariados, which is kind of random. There's the shiny Lucario. I also have Arcanine as well. The shiny Sun Lion looks pretty cool too. Yeah, I have the shiny Sun and Moon legendaries. They look really nice. They do look really nice. Emboar is amazing. Yeah, I agree. Juan says, I used my shiny Rayquaza to get to Master Ball tier. Really? That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the shiny Rayquaza, I mean, the OG Rayquaza is tight, but that shiny Rayquaza looks way better than this. Damien says, who's shiny locked in this game? All of these Pokemon here, all of these legendary Pokemon here that you get in the Blueberry Academy, or part of that Union Circle stuff in the Blueberry Academy, all of these are shiny locked. Every single one of these. These are static encounters in Scarlet and Violet, and they are all shiny locked. All of them. Decidueye was good. I'm not a fan of the new look. I see. Chandelure is really good too. I have a shiny Litwick that I need to evolve into a Chandelure. I'm excited for shiny Vulpix in the next mass outbreak, or whenever they get to that fire one. I'm very excited for shiny Vulpix. I don't think I have any more shinies on this game. I think I have the Munchlax that you get from the story, but I don't think I have anything else other than the ones I showed. I've showed a bunch. Where is that Munchlax? I don't know. It's somewhere in here. But I have it. Shade says, also might be a weird choice, but shiny Deoxys looks pretty nice. Oh yeah. Shiny Deoxys is super cool. Super cool. No, that's not the shiny one. Where is shiny Munchlax? There it is. Shiny Munchlax. And then I have an Ursaluna here, which is kind of cool. Dylan says I named my shiny Scovillain Blue Jeans. That's hilarious. Damien asks, do they have the Megas in this game? They do not have the Megas in this game. The Megas are coming back in Pokemon Legends ZA. They're coming back in Pokemon Legends ZA. They are not in this game, though. They are coming back, though. Pokemon Legends ZA. What was that Tauros doing right here? Get out of here. What the heck, dude? I'm gonna go do the Terra raid like Raichu did. I'm gonna knock that Terra raid out. I'm gonna do my part and get to that 1,000,000. And it's an ice type. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really have any good fighting types for this. I would use fire, but I think it has like some ground attacks or something like that. Juan says, "Do you play ranked?" No, I don't. I'm not like a battler. I just like to collect. I like to collect and I like to breed Pokemon. I'm definitely not like a battling guy. I wasn't able to join. That's crazy. Juan says, "I've done my part." Dylan says, "Dude, let me join you." Dylan, do you have a Pokemon that can carry us through this battle? Because I don't know if I have anything. I mean, I know it's a 5-star rate, so it's not that serious, but I don't have anything directly. I was going to use Annihilate, but Annihilate's on my Pokemon Violet. I don't have it on my Scarlet at the moment. Shade says, "Has the shiny event happened already?" The first one happened. There's 4. The first one happened, and now we're on to the second one. And then next week it'll be the 3rd one, and then the 4th one after that. Juan says that's okay. It's really cool to catch and collect. Yeah, you got it, Dylan. I won't do this. I'll do it with the chat. If anyone wants to do this raid with me, we'll get it going. All right, we'll get it going. Let me go find it on the map. This is an open invitation to 3 of you. If anyone in the chat wants to do this raid with me, you're more than welcome to do it with, I'm assuming it's this one right here. Juan says Iron Hands would work. I know it's not a fire type. No, Iron Hands would work. I just don't have like a battle ready Iron Hands. I haven't gone and done that. Primarily because Iron Hands is in Violet, and my primary game is Scarlet. If anybody wants to do this with me, you can. The link code is FT344J. Shade says, "Do we know when the Box Legends shiny event will happen?" We do not. We don't know when that's going to happen. Usually they do that when the generation's ending, though. Like when the next generation's coming, they usually do it like that. If anybody wants to join, we got the code right there, FT344J. We have Dylan from the chat. Shout out to Dylan. Fable says, "I want to be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them all is my real test. To train them is my cause." Let's go. Let's go. I gotta change out this Dragonite. That's what I do know. I can't be using Dragonite for this. Let me go into my box here. Find something worthwhile. Do I have anything that's solid? You know what? I'll just run my Mew as support. We'll run Mew as support. We have Dylan and Cole. Is there someone else who wants to hop in here? Does anyone else want to hop in? Dylan says, "Is Dragonite your favorite?" Yes. That Dragonite, that shiny green Dragonite, is from my original copies of Black and White 2. So it's like an OG Pokemon I love that I have it with me. I'm just going to hold out for another minute. Guys, is there anyone else who wants to join? We have Dylan and Cole who hopped in here. Is there anyone else that wants to do this? And we got Juan in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Spacer, Dylan, and Juan for coming in and helping out. This is what's so cool. You see this, Fable? This is what's so cool about my streams. Is we're all gamers in here, and then we just open a room up and people are like, "Let's go, let's get it going." People want to come in and play. I love that. Dylan says, I have a DSi, but I don't know how to get my Pokemon over to my Switch. I can help you. I can walk you through the process. Roy, my bad, Roy. We already filled up this one, but I have to do it again on my Violet version. So if you want to stick around, you can help me out on the Violet one. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm not used to hosting the raids. My bad for not starting it, guys. I can help you. I can walk you through that process if you want, Dylan. Chaotic Aiden says, oh man, it's already starting. Aiden says, I'll join the next one. Yeah, it's quite an extensive process to move Pokemon over, Dylan. But it's doable, and I highly recommend you do it sooner than later. I can't wait to see us bulldoze this. This is going to be awesome. With 2 Iron Hands. Shade says, I still need to get a copy of Violet to actually play the game first, but I definitely need to get the Shiny Violet Legend for my all-gray team. You gotta do it, Shade. You gotta do it. Oh, good work getting the burn. Good work getting the burn there. Let's go. It's over, man. This is about to be out of control right now. With Dylan and Juan running Iron Hands, it's about to be over here. No worries at all, Spacer. No worries at all. We did it. We did it. We did it already. GMZ's in the chat. What's going on, GMZ? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend, GMZ. Yippee says Clefairy with Eviolite is better at doing life do here. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I don't really have a... Unfortunately, I don't have a Clefairy that's like battle ready though. Good work. Shout out to my boys Dylan, Cole, and Juan for hopping in and helping out with the Terra Raid. I appreciate you guys. We got the king in the chat. Says I joined the chat. I'm really rich. Right on. thank you guys, thank you guys. I'm down to do it again, but I need to do it on my copy of Violet, just to say I did it on both versions. If you guys don't mind, me getting up and changing my cartridges in my Switch 2 real quick. If anybody wants to, I'm pretty sure Aiden will help out, and then I know Roy had mentioned that they wanted to hop in too. So let me go hop in and change cartridges real quick. Let me go do that. Yeah, Dylan, I'll join yours too. Let me do it on my Violet first, and then I'll hop in and do it with you too. I got you. Juan says, I think it's cool to be a Pokemon breeder because Brock was one. I agree 100%. Demon King says, hi, what's going on, Demon? What's going on? Guys, if you're just now joining the live, do me a favor. Do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It does help out a ton. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well. Last we checked, we were just a few subscribers away from our sub goal. I think we were 2 or 3 away, so do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. It really does help out a ton, guys. Let me just update my... There we go. We're good to go. All right, let me go find... Oh, there it is. The raid den is right there. Actually, I'm going to go from here. We're just 1 sub away, guys. We're just 1 sub away. Shade says, I just noticed the jumbo red cartridge behind you. Yeah, dude. This was a gift from B-Raz. This is awesome, right? It's like a gigantic 3D printed Pokemon Red cartridge. This is sick. I remember when she gifted it to me, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna want every single version. And thankfully, I've stopped myself from making that purchase as expensive. Shade says WB Raz, that's right. That's right, you see B-Raz is in the chat too. Demon says, I'm your 930th sub. Shout out to Demon. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. 931 now? Guys, you guys are awesome. Aiden, who's going to join us in this raid, says, I'm going to try something. All right, guys. I'm going to open it up right now. Here comes the code. The code is B761JX. B761JX. B761JX, guys. It's a first come, first serve situation, guys. I agree. That one is probably my favorite of the bunch. It's my favorite of the 4. We got Aiden in the chat, who's popped up first. Let's see who else is going to be in here. Let me see who else. First of all, I can't be using this, but I got to let me change over to something else. Got my Annihilate, which might get destroyed by... Oh, this could work. You just run brick breaks. Yeah. Just bring the King Gambit in there. Alright, we got Dylan in here. We got Aiden in here. We just need one more. Roy, are you on your way? Aiden says, time for my emotional support breed dog. Let's do it. Spacer says, I will use 100, my 100 King Gambit. Roy says, where is the Terror Raid place? You just have to, you go into the Union stuff in the menus and then you can search with that link code. King Gambit with Defiant is better most of the time. I don't know if mine has Defiant or not. Roy says, I can't find the Terror Raid. You gotta try. We got 30 seconds left here. We got just about 30 seconds left. Okay, look at that. Look at that. It looks like Spacer hopped in and made it happen. Sorry about that, Roy. Roy, we'll be happy to join yours if you want to. If you want, we'll be happy to join yours. Jai's in the chat says, yo, Pokemon stream. That's right. We're doing some Pokemon. So he says, sorry I was not showing up for me. That's all right, Roy. We'll be happy to join in on yours. Zach says, you can join these raids without the DLC. Yes, you definitely can, Zach. You don't need the DLC to do these terror raids. Roy, if you wait for us to finish ours, and then you put your Terra Raid code in the chat, we'll join up and do it with you as well, bro. The haze is super annoying. Flinched and couldn't move is crazy. Okay. I don't know about all that. Yippee says, last season I got Master Vault here. That's pretty impressive. I don't play like the competitive or anything, but that's pretty awesome. I just like to collect the Pokemon. Dang. And we flinched too? What is going on, bro? Whoa. Come on, Dylan. We need you to do that finishing blow there with your iron hands. There it is. There it is. Good work. Good work. Good work. It says I think you can tell it was a double battle just by looking at my username. Absolutely. Good work, guys. Good work. Good work. Good work. Dylan came in clutch there at the end. The king says there's a random person knocking on my door. Well, don't answer it if you don't know him. That charm was crucial. That was big time there at the end. Spacer says I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. All right, Spacer, you have a great night. We'll see you on the next stream, Spacer. Good work. Good work. Let's do... Someone else wanted to do it. Roy wanted us to join his. So let's see if we can hop in and join as well. Dylan says we don't have to do mine unless someone in here wants to. I know Roy had mentioned that they wanted to do it too. So if Roy wants to open or give us their link code, we could join it, Roy as well. Because I know Roy was trying to join us and then I don't think he was able to. So be happy to do it with you though. Let us know. Here we go. Roy's typing the code in for us. 5791. Isn't it? Is it a 6-digit code? It's supposed to be a 6-digit code. Roy, it's supposed to be 6 digits. You have to connect to the Wi-Fi, Dylan is saying. We can't do it with, it has to be a 6-digit code. 4 digits won't work. You need to do online, Roy. You can't do local. You got to connect to the internet, Roy. You got to connect to the internet. So what you do is you push, when you're walking around here, you push X and then you hit the L button. You hit the L button and then you connect to the internet. And then you can go into that terror raid and then create that lobby for us. And then you'll have that code that we need. Because you're giving us a 4-digit code, which is for local, I'm pretty sure. But we need the 6-digit code. Game123 says I just liked the video. I appreciate you, Game123. Appreciate you hitting that like button. Dylan, is that your code? Okay, we can do Dylan's. So he has R. Nick Saturn's in the chat. What's going on? R0 NVDC. NVDC. If anybody wants to join up here, we got Aiden in here. Roy, you want to join ours? You can join ours if you want. Nick says, what's up, tribe? How you been? I've been pretty good, man. I had a good weekend. How about yourself? How about yourself? I'm just doing some doing some terror raids with people in the chat. We're having a good time here. Having a good time. Nick says, I just got on the final part of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and been grinding. Ooh, Mario and Luigi Inside Story is great. That is a great game, dude. I love that you're playing that. I don't know if I have anything that's better suited for that battle. I don't really have a lot on my Violet version. Forget it, dude. We'll run the Annihilate and I'll just bulk up. Roy, if you want to join us. Roy says, okay, I have a Nintendo Online, but it's saying join Nintendo Online, but I've already joined. Are you sure you have NSO? Your subscription might have ran out. Nick says, this is my first playthrough. I've played every other except Brothership, but this is probably my new favorites. I haven't heard too many good things about Brothership. So I've played all of them. I played Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, I played Partners in Time, I played Bowser's Inside Story, I played Dream Team, I played Paper Jam, played Brothership, I played the remakes too on the 3DS. Brothership is really good. It is really good. It just takes a long time to get going, but it is really good. It's worth playing. It's definitely worth playing. But Bowser's Inside Story is like the fan favorite. It's definitely worth playing though. Oh, we got an Intimidate Taurus. We'll take that. Do me a favor, guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to hit the like button on the live. It does help out a ton, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on the live. It does help out a ton. Paper Jam is pretty good too. I like Paper Jam. Just seeing Mario and Luigi with Paper Mario was just cool. Just the novelty. Roy says, because of the year one and I got it this year. Well, are you sure? Because it's telling you need to get it. Dylan says we need someone to taunt because so he can't haze. I don't have anybody with taunt, unfortunately. Nick says, I actually don't think I've played Paper Jam either. I played Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story, and maybe one I'm missing. So there's Superstar Saga, there's Partners in Time, there's Bowser's Inside Story, there's Dream Team, there's Paper Jam, and there's Brothership. Those are all the games in the series. Nick says, I've played Dream Team, maybe my least favorite, but not saying it's a bad game, just not my favorite. I would probably agree that Dream Team is my least favorite as well. Not because it's bad, it's just, it also kind of drags, like it has some pacing issues. It is still a fun game, but it does have some pacing issues. Brothership has kind of similar pacing issues, but it's really just in the beginning that that those pacing issues exist. Once you get out of that beginning area, like, you're good. I'm just such a fan of the Mario and Luigi games. I would say it's worth playing all of them and finish it, like seeing them through to the end. I think they're good games. Brothership is definitely worth playing, but I would highly recommend playing it on a Switch 2 if you can, instead of the Switch 1. It performs a little bit better on the Switch 2, though there isn't an official Switch 2 patch for the game, though. It just, on its own, it performs a little bit better, but if they do like a Switch 2 specific patch, go all in on it. You should definitely play that. Good work, guys, good work. Good work. Yeah, that haze is crazy. Dylan, I'm excited for that shiny too. I'm really excited for it. It looks so good. Good work, guys. Good work. Haven't played my Violet version in a while. I'm trying to remember what it is I have on here. Like, what's going on this game. Aiden, you have a raid for us to do too? You have one? All right, Aiden, just put it in the chat when you're ready. I'll join up there with Dylan. Shade says my sister left her phone at work. Oh, I'm sure she's miserable without it. Oh my gosh. Nick says, which Pokemon game is this? This is Pokemon Violet that we're playing right now. Well, I'm playing Pokemon Violet. Earlier, I was playing Pokemon Scarlet. So, this is Violet, and this is Scarlet over here. But right now, we're on Scarlet. No worries. Take your time, Aiden. No worries. No worries at all. Dylan says, how can I get iron leaves? You should be able to get... Are you on Scarlet or Violet, Dylan? Q8RQ. 6N. He said, if we just join up in a union circle, we can shiny hunt and do raids together. This is true. This is true. Iron leaves? Which one is iron leaves? Right? Where is iron leaves? I swear I have it. Oh, Iron Leaves is the legendary, right? This one? Hold on. I do have it. Somewhere. Oh, I think I moved it into my Pokemon Home. But yeah, I do have it. You have to get it from... You had to get it from the Terror Raid event that they had going on. So if you don't have it, if you missed it, you missed it. But they've brought it back twice. So they did the initial run and then they brought it back another time. So there's been 2 opportunities. So they're gonna bring it back again. I'm sure they will. I forgot. I was like, wait, which one are you talking about? It took me a second to remember that. There's Walking Wake and then Iron Leaves. I don't know what, I'm assuming they'll bring it back. I feel pretty confident that they will. They'll probably finish off doing these 4 legendaries and they'll probably go back to the pseudo-legendaries. And then they'll probably bring it back. They'll probably bring Walking Wake and Iron Leaves again. Because we'll be getting close to Pokemon Legends EA by that time. Coming in hot with the Fire Blast. I'd love to see that. And here comes the haze. That haze is annoying. Hey, this is like 10 attack with this guy. You're doing fine. We're already, it's almost over. Trooper's back in the chat. What's going on, Trooper? OG says, how many herbs does it drop? And we will have other weekends like this, right? Yes, we will. I don't know how many herbs it drops. I think it's just random. I got the Bitter Herba Mystica there, but I've done this. This is my 4th time doing it, and that's the first time I got one. And then you will have other weekends to do it, but you don't have to actually participate in any of them to get the shiny version. Just collectively, as a whole, the Pokemon community has to defeat them each 1 million times. And for the last one, it was defeated 3.5 million times. So I'm assuming this one will be 3 million times too, and probably the other 2. So all you have to do is make sure you don't miss the mystery gift event when they give them out, and you'll be good. But if you want to participate, you have a full week to do it. And then next week they're gonna bring in the third one. And then Shaolin says, "Is this on the Switch too?" Yes, this is on the Switch too. Aiden says, "Every time I belly drummed in this match, he nullified it." I know, that was crazy. Trooper says, "What is your opinion on Gen 3? I love Gen 3. Gen 3 is maybe low-key my favorite. But yes, this is on the Switch 2. We're playing on the Switch 2 right now. As you can see, I have Mario Kart World here, Donkey Kong Bonanza here. But yeah, OG, you don't have to actually do the battles yourself. I think you should. It's fun, it's worth it, it's easy, and you might get some Herba Mystica out of it, but if for some reason you can't do it, you already know the Pokemon community is going crazy doing it. Is that a shiny right there? Or is that just the light? I don't know. Is it? No, it's not. It's just the light. I got excited for a second. But yeah, even if you didn't do the first one, the community already completed it. They defeated it 3.5 million times. I think there was another reward too, that if you did, if you completed it 2 million times, I think they're gonna give away like Terra shards or something. I don't know specifically about that. Don't quote me there. Dylan says, "I'm gonna shiny hunt for Belly Bolt now. Did you want to try out that Union Circle question I asked earlier?" Honestly, Dylan, I gotta go to work in the morning, so I gotta end the stream. But I'm down to do it another time. I don't know if you subscribed or not, but consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss my next live. But also, Dylan, if you happen to be on Discord, I would love for you to join my Discord server. So we could set that up another time so we could try it. Because I don't want to do necessarily that, but I want to do the ogre jousting mini game where you get those mochis. So maybe we could help each other out another time. I can't do it tonight because I got to go to work in the morning. But if you have a Discord, there's a link to join my Discord in my YouTube bio and also in the description of this YouTube live. We have a bunch of people in there. Aiden, who just helped us out, is in that Discord as well, and we have a Pokemon channel in there, so we would love to have you, bro. But if you don't have Discord or you don't want to join, that's easy, no worries. Just make sure you hit that sub button so we can link up next time. I stream pretty much Monday through Friday. This weekend was an exception, and I streamed Saturday and Sunday as well, but usually Monday through Friday I stream, so we could definitely do it. Dylan says, "Well, you still need to help me get my mons for my DSi over." Exactly. We still got to make that happen for you. Basically, gosh, from the DS, you got to get... Okay, so from Gen 3, you can move the Pokemon up to Gen 4, and then you have to start using the Pokepark to bring them over to Gen 5, if I remember correctly. And then from there, you have to have the Poke Transporter app on your 3DS, and then you can transport them in to the Pokemon Transporter app, and then from there you go to Pokemon Bank, and then you can pull them out of the Poke Transporter. It's a very long and tedious process, but that's how you do it. Nick says, "So tired, but my heart's been hurting." I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you aren't hurting anymore, bro. You gotta get some rest. But yeah, you can move them over. You need a 3DS to do this process. So the DSi won't take you all the way there. You need a 3DS with Pokemon Transporter and Pokemon Bank installed on it. And that's the next problem. You said, "I don't have a 3DS, but I can buy one." So now you run into the next problem. Without home brewing or hacking a 3DS, I don't know how to do this process without it, because they closed the eShop. So you would need a 3DS that has Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter installed on it already. If you don't have that, then you would probably need to homebrew your 3DS or mod it, which I'm sure is easy, but I've never personally done it. But that's the only way to get your old Pokemon up from those previous generations. Is the 3DS is the last step. You have to use Poke Transporter to get them all the way forward. Then you get to the 3DS from Pokemon Bank, and you can push them up into Pokemon Home. And once you get them on the 3DS, it's super easy to get them on to the Switch. But getting them onto the 3DS is going to be a challenge without Pokemon Transporter and without Pokemon Bank. So if you don't have a 3DS, maybe look into getting one, and then you would need to look into probably modding one in order to get Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter, because those apps are no longer available because they shut the eShop down, so you can't get them. E says modding your 3DS is pretty easy, but there's a chance you can break your system doing it. See, I don't know. I don't personally. I've never modded any of my systems, so I don't know. But I'm sure there's a really great tutorial on YouTube or probably on Reddit. So I would consider looking into any of those avenues to do it, because once they officially shut down Pokemon Bank, all that stuff's going to be lost unless you can do it through hacking or modding your system. But I don't know how to do it personally. I was able to do it because I still have literally my 3DS is right next to me. I still have my OG 3DS, and I have Pokemon Bank and Transporter installed on here, so I was able to do it. But if you get a 3DS, make sure you find a good tutorial on how to mod it, or you borrow someone's 3DS that you know that has Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter on it. That's your best bet. Nick says, it's okay, I'm not even going to attempt to say that correctly, and it sucks. You've been pretty much bed and housebound for a month now. I'm so sorry to hear that, Nick. I'm so sorry to hear that. Pokey said, I just beat the Elite Four. Dylan says, what if I trade my Pokemon to you and you do it for me? I don't know if that would work. I don't know if is the Nintendo Online service still available for those DS games like Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? I don't know if it is. That might present another issue. Like online, you can still trade, but I don't know. I'm not sure. And I probably could if it's just a handful of Pokemon, but if you're talking about bringing over like tons and tons of Pokemon, then I wouldn't be able to do that. So then we just have to trade on home or here. Pretty much, Dylan, pretty much. Those would be your options. But I would look into the 3DS situation. You might be able to find one for pretty cheap. It doesn't have to be a 3DS. It could be a 2DS. You could find like one of those cheap wedge 2DSs and do it. Nick says, I'm also grateful for this temporary condition because it helped me find your Discord and live streams though. So that's at least a W. Nick, thank you, man. I appreciate that compliment, bro. We're happy to have you, man. We're really happy to have you. I hope your situation gets better, man. And hopefully we can continue to bring you some entertainment and some joy, man. Dylan says, I'm in your Discord, by the way. All right, Dylan, thanks for joining, bro. I wanted to make sure you got in there so we could kind of figure out your Pokemon situation. Thanks for joining. We'll figure it out, man. We got some time. We'll figure it out with you. And if not, at the very least, we'll do that Pokemon Union Circle with you so we could try it out. But tonight, I gotta end the stream. It's almost 1:30 for me, and I gotta get up and go to work. I gotta be at work at like 8 a.m., so I'm already going to be missing out on some sleep here. But I was having fun playing with the chat, so I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I was having fun playing with you guys. So do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor. If you haven't liked this live, do me a favor, hit the like button on the live. It really does help out a ton. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you like what we got going on here, you're free to join my Discord. I have a link in the description of my YouTube, in the description of this YouTube live, and also in my YouTube bio. So I would love for you guys to come over and hang out outside of YouTube. So you guys have a great rest of your night. You guys have a great upcoming week, and we'll see you on the next stream. I might be streaming tomorrow, but it might be a little bit later than usual. I'll let you guys know in the Discord when the next stream is happening exactly. I have to go to a birthday dinner tomorrow, so I might get caught up with that for a few hours. But when I come back, I'll get on stream and we'll play for a bit. Nick says, you bring me enough joy already. Appreciate all the content you've been pushing out and the late night lives. Nick, I do appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words, bro. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I've been streaming pretty much every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for like the last 7 to 8 weeks, and I'm just gonna keep going. So we're gonna be having a ton of entertainment for you. And Chaotic Aiden says I'll be streaming tomorrow, so you could check out Aiden's stream too if you're interested. He streams over on Twitch, I believe, so you can feel free to check him out as well. And then my other boy who was in here earlier, Fable, he streams as well, and he does really cool streams where he talks about like mental health and stuff on his page, and like being positive and stuff. So he has a cool channel. He just crossed over 1,000 subs too. So check out Aiden, Chaotic Aiden. Check out Fable if you want some more stuff to watch, Nick, and anyone else as well. But that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a great night. You guys have a great start of the week tomorrow, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.